I want to thank you for joining us again. We got another beautiful vehicle here. We're in Asheville, North Carolina in the beautiful Blue Ridge Mountains. Lots of good curvy roads around here and hills to climb. And this vehicle is very popular around this area. This is a Jeep CJ-7. It's a 1983, and it's a beautiful, beautiful vehicle. The owner here is here with me, and we're going to walk around it a little bit, and he's going to tell me about this vehicle. Now, what I understand, this was a base model Jeep, is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay. And so what you've done when you kind of refurbished it, there's a lot of things that you've done to enhance the vehicle and to make it a little bit better. But why don't you tell me, so when did you buy this vehicle?
I bought this in 1986.
Okay.
I'm the second owner. I purchased it from Skyline Automotive, which is the local Jeep dealer.
Right, the local dealer.
Asheville.
Okay.
And it was owned by a gentleman that they had sold it to, who lived in South Carolina. He had some health problems and brought it back to them with about 32,000 miles on it.
Okay.
And traded it in. And then I purchased it. So it had 32,000 miles on it when I bought it.
Okay.
I used it as a daily driver for 4 or 5 years, I guess. And in 1990, I purchased a newer vehicle, but I just couldn't part with this thing. I loved it so much, I kept it. But if you take a look at the mileage, it's it's been sitting for a long time at this point. Driven on special occasions, and been in storage. And then in 2007. I decided I wanted to refurbish it a little bit.
Okay.
So I had it repainted in its original color of Olympic white. And as you can see, I made a few what I thought were tasteful upgrades. I added the Mopar grill cover, the chrome
back in here.
cover, yes.
Okay.
The hood latches are chrome.
They look all fresh.
The front bumper is chrome, and you can see the mirrors are chrome.
Right.
In addition
back
to that,
up in here.
In addition to that, the wheels that are on it are original Jeep wheels made for the CJ-7, and I added those as well.
They're beautiful. And you've got some serious rubber on here too. I can see you've got the BF Goodrich tires.
Yes, BF Goodrich mud terrain.
Okay.
TAs.
Well, I tell you, it's a beautiful vehicle. And from what you were telling me earlier, it sounds like this vehicle has been in North Carolina most of its life, but for the first 32,000 miles, that was right over the border into South Carolina. So this has pretty much been down in this part of the country its whole life.
That's right.
Okay.
Right. And I've kept it this long. It has a lot of sentimental value to me. And when I fixed it up in 2007, it really hasn't been driven much since then. It's been mostly in storage. Like I said, we take it out on special occasions, driving around a little bit, but haven't done much with it. And I'm getting older now, and my interests have moved on to other things, and it's difficult for me to make this decision, but I think it's time. It's time. I've got to move on to some other things, and I think someone else needs to enjoy this.
Well, it's certainly a classic design for a Jeep. Now, I want to make sure I'm correct. This has a 6-cylinder in it.
That's right.
And it has a 4-speed manual transmission, and you have the transfer case for high and low. And
yes.
Okay. And was there any particular? You said you wanted to use the original color of the paint. Is this paint unique other than that?
It's a DuPont Chroma base.
Okay.
Paint was used when they redid it.
And it has a beautiful look to it, and it's got a nice gloss as well. Well, I tell you, it's a good looking vehicle, and with the fresh paint, the nice touches you've done up front to enhance some of the grill work and all that, and the rubber, Now this also has a like a bikini top, they call it.
Yes, it has a bikini top, which you can see in the photos. It also has a wind jammer.
Okay.
If you don't know what that is, it's another bikini style top, which encloses the cabin. It kind of drops down between or back behind the roll bar.
So it kind of comes back in here. So
Yes.
if you were out, you could at least have a little bit of protection from the elements.
Yes, it completely
Okay.
Encloses the cabin. So
Okay.
that comes with it as well.
All right. Now, looks to me like you upgraded the sound in this, the stereo.
That's right. There's a Clarion AM/FM CD. I'm not quite sure
Right.
what else it does, but it does have a CD player in it.
Okay.
It's a high power unit. It's a marine grade unit, so it can get wet. The face of that unit also comes off very easily, so that it has a storage case to prevent theft.
Okay.
And all of the speakers were upgraded as well. The speakers up in the front, as well as some 6x9 speakers, which were mounted in the rear.
Okay. I noticed it's got the hardtop on it as well, so you can have this as a hardtop vehicle. You can have it with the bikini top, or you can have it with the windjammer, or have with none of the above. Just as a like convertible
That's
open vehicle.
correct.
Okay.
However you like it. It's,
Okay.
great for running around the mountains, getting a little off-road if you want to do that. It's a fantastic off-road vehicle. Or hanging out at the beach. It's a nice vehicle to have down there. Or just just riding around town looking good. It is a nice looking vehicle. Gets looks everywhere I go with it.
Well, I'm sure. Well, they use the word icon, and sometimes they use it a little too much, but I think everybody would agree that the CJ series of Jeeps is definitely an icon for American vehicles when it comes off-road. Well, I appreciate you giving us the information on it. I know it is kind of tough to sell this thing, but I guess you could say if it could find a new home, it can have some new adventures with somebody else. And tell me again, the miles are just like 80-something thousand miles on it, and that's not gone around the horn.
Yeah, that's correct. Those are the original miles. When I purchased it, it had 32,000 miles on it. So I've added about 50,000. Most of that was done during that 4 or 5 year period when I was using it as a daily driver.
I can understand. Well, thank you again, and hopefully you'll be able to find a good home for this beautiful vehicle, and it can continue to get the miles on it and bring a lot of joy to somebody else. Thank you very much.